Hello guys, it's me, Games with Will. Today I'll be doing my second live stream, the Yokai Watch 4 playthrough part 2. We're actually going through this quite quickly. Quicker than expected. I need to figure something out real quick. No, I do not want to get copyrighted. Alright, I guess I'm going to do this a bit differently here. Give me a quick second. Alright. So what's planned to be today is our goal is to get to chapter 4, I believe, where we get to the past world. So yeah. Over there we will unlock a new character called Shin. As well as right here, very soon we will unlock a new character, which is Akinori, to be playable. Still figuring out how this works. Alright, so first I got to go over to... What's our goal again? I think we gotta go to Akinori's house. Is last time I ended off with, I believe, Sergeant Burley and Spirited Katie, Mustafine Katie, and then oh yeah, Natsuri was about to cease to exist. She was about to disappear out of reality. That's what happened. Alright, so what new things will we do today? Actually, let me put on a poll real quick. Alright, started a poll, which is, what stream do you guys want more in the future? What streams do you guys want in the future? Yokai Watch 2 or Yokai Watch 4? Because I'm actually pretty curious. I'm not sure if you guys enjoy the new stuff or still like Yokai Watch 4. I meant Yokai Watch 2. But here... Not sure what's going on. Yeah. Oh, here's where we fight a boss. What I would count to be as a boss. Here is the henchman of Shitanoji. So we won't quite fight him, but we'll fight Gargaros as well as those two Shadowside Yokai Watch 4 yokai. Which not quite sure what their names are. Though this one has in my opinion, one of the weirdest designs in Yokai Watch entirely. It's like, it reminds me kind of like the Hell's Kitchen area in Yokai Watch 4++ and Yokai Watch 2. Oh god. Not paying attention. Alright. So we'll quickly swap over to Toma since he's incredibly powerful with his move, and we cannot because he's not a high enough level. Alright. That sucks. But Toma still is powerful just on his own with these 3 moves. Gosh, no, Toma died. Alright, that sucks. I'll just change it to Komasan just to finish him off. Man, if I'm doing... Man, that was... Alright, I'm not having a good time this streak. Man, I missed a golden wisp. Imagine. It's horrible. Oh, I gotta edit this. Man, I was not ready. Alright, next time I'll figure this out. So here... Well, Doketsu has been summoned. Horrible. Man, Doketsu is actually gonna whoop Nate and the crew. What fair is this? Actually, Doketsu, is it quite... I know in the somewhat post-game of Yokai Watch 4, Doketsu has like a backstory where the actual wielder of his sword right there actually, I'm pretty sure is the actual wielder. Not sure, you know, all those bosses that have all these different kinds of swords. I'm not sure if if Doketsu is actually like in charge of it. Like the actual boss of it, but I don't think so. Why can't Toma just transform into Doketsu? I don't get it. I'm guessing Doketsu is just a thief. He just stole the sword. Maybe it's a yokai fusion. Of course, it shows us getting destroyed by Doketsu, making him look like he won. Man, every time I do this, every time you go over here, you're just forced to look like Force in this cutscene. Oh my gosh. Toma's gonna be overpowered. Let's see it. Whenever Toma's backed up into a corner, he summons Fudolmio. Is there any game modes in 4, like blasters? Not in the original 4, but there is... In Yokai Watch 4++, there's blasters Pura Pura, which is a new version. The final? Second blasters? Third blasters? I don't know what blasters number you would put it in. I know that the's blasters Psychic Spectres, the original blasters from Yo Coach 2. And I'm not sure if you consider this, but there is like a sumo ring type game mode I consider in Yo Coach 4. But it's really just battling with just a bunch of different rules. Yokai Watch 4 really doesn't have that much game modes, does it? In Yokai Watch 2 there was like the parade one where you just parade around and you're supposed to hit these. It's like a beat game, kind of like somewhat like FNF, Friday Night Funkin', but not quite. Also, there was the Maximus Mask type of game mode, I would consider. Blasters, Psychic Spectres. I can't remember if there's any more, but those are the main noticeable ones, at least for me. Alright, so here Tom is being dramatic. You need to get to half health. And of course Kira saves the day by just standing there. It's quite interesting how it went from the funny spinny wheel into a 3x3 grid into a 1v1 showdown. Yep, doesn't make that much sense. I mean, Yokai Watch 3 was pretty much just to change everything up, change Yokai Watch entirely, because I'm guessing they were like scared of it, since nothing much changed from Yokai Watch 1 and Yokai Watch 2. It didn't get like a, it got barely any brand new locations. Well, it really just added the locations, but it doesn't have like a new home, like much of a, it just seems like a DLC of one. Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres changed it up a lot, but Yokai Watch 3 is just, man, it's crazy how much it got changed. And Yokai Watch 4, I'm guessing level 5 was just like, alright, we gotta make everything like Genshin Impact. Because it's popular nowadays, so they did that. Those battle systems are just popular now. Yes, new location where we will unlock Akinori. Do you have a D rank watch? I don't think we do. My memory serves me right. We do not. So we're gonna have to do that quest. Alright. Alright, so here they're just talking. Lol, I'm in my opinion, these streams would be just a way to say that English players can still enjoy Yokai Watch 4 and just play it well. You don't have to be Japanese to fully enjoy the game. Just pull out your phone and get that Google Translate going. You'll feel overpowered completely. Yeah, unlock the Google Translate. Alright, here. Yep. There it is. We'll complete that quest, quest 5. Then go on to quest 6 if you haven't. Jefferson Katsa is What is the side content in 4 like, aka Gates of Whimsy, Wanted? Side content. I like how you brought up the Gates of Whimsy and Wanted Yokai. That's not even in the game. There's actually like barely any side content in Yokai Watch 4. Old level 5 versus new level 5. I hope Yokai Watch, the next Yokai Watch game does well though. It's from a different company or whatever. Other side content. Gates of Whimsy, Wanted Yokai. I guess treasure, kinda. You hunt for treasure in Yokai Watch 4. They brought it over from Yokai Watch 3. I would consider a side content. But it's not infinite, like Gates of Whimsy and Yokai. Yokai hunting. Oh, we completed it, right? Yeah, nice. Alright, quest 6. Alright, putting work is this. Oh, this is the bear, which is in the present Yokai Watch world. I'm actually very surprised, you guys. It's after I was done streaming. Now the first playthrough part is going like, it's doing way better than I thought. I got like 60 views even after I really started, after I ended the stream. Like, I really didn't think that anyone would watch live streams like after they're like finished. You know, it's just pretty boring. It's just like long form videos, like 3-hour videos. No one really watches that. Man, I'm not sure if I'm somewhat happy that barely anything from Yokai Watch 3 got added to Yokai Watch 4, because Yokai Watch 3 just alienized the Yokai Watch 4 fanbase so much. Like, level 5 was just simping for the English fanbase. One of these Yokai Watch YouTubers kept on saying that like everything's thriving in Japan, but like I'm barely seeing anything going on with the Japanese games. I only see Yokai Watch 4, Wibble Wobble, Puni Puni I meant, which is still going like fairly decent, but it's not that much. I may be missing some, but if it was really thriving, wouldn't there be so much other things to do at Yokai Watch 4? Like daily, yearly, weekly events. Yokai Watch 4 2023 might as well be like dead. There's not really anything new going on. But that could be expected since normally like paid games aren't quite daily, they aren't quite don't have weekly releases or anything like that. They're just pay, do the story, maybe some online stuff. And I don't believe or think that Yokai Watch 4 actually has like an online battle thing. Like where you could battle against people around the world. People around Japan, at least. From all that I've seen, Yokai Watch 4 doesn't quite have that. Just has trading. did they bring back any old locations like Old Springdale, BBQ, or any of the American slash classic yokai? Well, classic yokai, I think they did excellent on that part. They released some back, like I can remember Smogbella, Tublappa, Lady Lonic isn't in it, but there's also Kappa, the classic yokai for that. Old Springdale and BBQ sadly are not in Yokai Watch 4, but that's to be expected, you know. Expected. What does he want? Oh, he wants 10 of these red buns, I remember. Like, if they keep on adding back old areas, old locations, old everything, that would be quite difficult, because the more the games go on, the more people want this location to come back at this location. Like, just repeating, and more locations have to be programmed into the game. And for American yokai, yes, there is American yokai that I do remember. I'm not like a huge fan of Yokai Watch 3 or anything, don't even play it. But I remember Corn Fused is in there, as well as the Fox kind of yokai, Crystal Fox. Maybe that's her name. Not sure if you consider Enma American yokai, but yeah, Enma's obviously in there, as well as a lot of other bosses and princes and yokai world characters. No. Expected to spy three more breads. It's horrible. I was actually surprised how happy I was when I realized that Blossom Heights was in Yokai Watch 4. I was so surprised because obviously Springdale was a treat for me since it's very memorable, but obviously Springdale would be in here. Actually, imagine if a Yokai Watch 5 didn't have Springdale. How depressed people would be and unhappy. I could clearly imagine people being very unhappy that Springdale wouldn't be in that. Gosh, I need to get some more food. I meant, money. I think we do have some iron dolls, but I also want to get some new yokai as well. Just to explore around a little bit. This right here is a door to a not quite yokai world, but a yokai infested area. Like if you go into a door and come out of it, you will be in the same area, but just with yokai in it, and it will look pretty eerie. Manjibat. It's great to see. But classic yokai. For the legendary yokai, I know that there's Shogunyan, there's Professor, there's Spoilerina, and I believe that's it for legendary yokai. I think that it's great that they added in Spoilerina, since normally they don't acknowledge Yokai Watch 4 a lot. Yokai Watch 2. Nice gold. Gold, Mage Heart Soul. I'm actually wondering what you guys think of Yokai Watch 4 in their battle system, as well as like how much it's alienized the community. Like, how do you really feel about that? Do you think that's good that Yokai Watch took this path? Would you like it to be more like the 3x3 grid? or just really like a lot changed. So I'm wondering if people think that it's good or dislike it. 100 grams, sorry, it's not that. Sandma. Gosh. Sandma haunts me. It's actually just... Sandma is really annoying. I tried to do one hunt in Yokai Watch 2 just off screen, and it was just horrible. Hunt for fleshy Sandma, which is pretty much like a shiny Sandma. And his evolution is very hard to get. It's called Mr. Sandma. And the fleshy version of him has the ability that he takes half damage, which is insane. It's exactly Sprink's ability, but it's even better. It's not just an Eerie tribe, but a healer recovery tribe. Heartful tribe. I had to think of a song today. I should remember that. So he's part of the Heartful tribe, which when you have 2 or more Heartful tribe members beside each other, like adjacent, you will get a tribe bonus, which will be a recovery bonus for the healing tribe, as well as nothing else. But the recovery bonus is you just healing is more efficient. Like you'll get healed not more often, but a lot more than you used to. A lot more health is being regained. Jeff the Cat says the new area style is kind of different, as it makes you feel like you're helping your yokai fight, but the grid may think a lot about with Soultimate baiting / dodging. Yes. Definitely now, Soultimate dodging is just so easy, as well as a lot of move dodging, because they just have... The game literally tells you how the hitbox of it, so with like the red on the ground. But I get how some people, how you could feel that it helps your yokai a lot more since you're actually physically in there, instead of just saying, oh, I'm going to purify you, I'm going to make you do Soultimate, I'm going to give food to you. But you could actually see that you're in the game, which, yeah, is quite different. Nice. It's great money. 2,490 yen. In real life, I would be broke. But in this game, money means almost nothing. Some Yokai Watch fans that like have played the Yokai Watch games for like a very long time, but like really never changed the Yokai Watch games. Like for instance, people that just stick with Yokai Watch 1 and Yokai Watch 2. It feels like Nate is Ash Ketchum kind of, or Katie, because they're just, it's a never-ending summer vacation. Like, this guy hasn't aged a day in so many years, but it's not quite it's not quite expected, but it makes you think that Nate's like immortal while you're playing the game. Oh, gotta go back to the quest. Yokai Watch 2 has 50%, while Yokai Watch 4 has 50%. Seeing some variety. I don't know what this kid's saying. I'm gonna pull the Google Translate. Jeff the Cat says, what is your favorite yokai in each game you played? Well, in Yokai Watch 1, I really enjoyed playing... I don't clearly remember it, but I kept on using Bad Dude for some reason. I just thought he looked cool, but he's really not that good. And in Yokai Watch 2, Arachnia. I spent so much time trying to get him, to finally get them. It was... This guy's asking for replacement dolls. What? Wow. I want a replacement doll for... I don't know what a replacement doll is. Never heard in my life. I guess we gotta hunt for some iron dolls after I just sold all my money. Alright, that's why you should use Google Translate, guys. Hey, don't run away. Man, that is so nostalgic to see the Gourd Pond Museum right there. Awesome. That's Hylian's apartment. Alright, back to your question. In Yokai Watch 2 Arachnia, in Yokai Watch 3, haven't fully played it yet, but I really do like... What American yokai do I choose a lot? I guess I choose Gutsy Bones so much since I grind in Blasters a lot. Blasters T. In Yokai Watch Blasters, what I chose was... Man, I can't remember. Okay, where am I going again? I'm going right here. In the original Yokai Watch Blasters, I really enjoyed playing as... Man, I haven't played Blasters in such a long time. I got no clue. It's not quite like a Yokai Watch Blasters exclusive, but I played as Bad Dude again. I'm just obsessed with using my starter all the time. And in Yokai Watch 4, what was my best moment? It would either be Demuncher, but Yokai Watch 4 only would be Kira, I think. Because I just, Kira is just very powerful. You need him for endgame and just a lot. Especially in the sumo competition, you just carry me all the way with Snartle as well. So yeah, that's Kira. Yokai Watch Busters 2 I have not played yet. In... Man, Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble is give me back some memories. I cannot remember Wibble Wobble at all and be playing it. But I would, yeah, I completely forget. My favorite yokai in all the games would be Arachnia, of course. So, I really like if Cat Cradle was like secretly added into Yokai Watch 4 by doing something like a really hard quest or defeating a boss 100,000 times. Because I feel like Cat Cradle should quite be a yokai that should be playable, but it has the kind of like rarity feeling, like you're not quite supposed to be there, but the game allows you to be there. What would I say? It's a secretive feeling. Feels like he's not quite canon, but very mysterious. And if I would give him her, I would make them the Shady Tribe. Yeah! Oh my gosh. I missed a Golden Wisp again. If I want to get the trophy for poking like 100 Golden Wisp or 50, whew, that's gonna take quite a long time with Hearing Nothing. And if some of you guys are watching and are from the Discord, I said that I would be doing a Yokai Watch Nuzlocke live stream today, but I will not, since one of our viewers, like someone that's pretty smart in the Discord, showed me that you can download this type of app, which is an emulator for Yokai Watch the 3DS, as well as just move it to OBS Studio. So I want to make a Nuzlocke about Yokai Watch 2 or Yokai Watch 3, because Yokai Watch 4 I've already played so much and it's kind of boring. It can get boring at times when you play a game too much. As well as I don't really want to keep on making unfinished playthroughs, because my Cat Cradle second Paradise Ball attempt, that's unfinished. If I told my past self that I should have told my past self. If I could, I would tell them that it was not a good idea to do that, because that took a very, very long time to make those attempts. And I do not think that I'll be getting lucky. I'll just do it in a live stream of fighting some Cat Cradle a lot of times, which is planned, I guess. Alright, Wisps that time. There's actually so much in Yokai Watch. Asma is Daniel's friend. Hello, Daniel's friend. If you're wondering who that is, it's a relative's friend. It's just don't put too much personal information in chat, man. Otherwise, it's good to have you here. Alright, you're playing Fortnite with him. Asma, right now I am doing a live stream of a Japanese video game called Yokai Watch. We're playing the 4th game right now, so I'm not sure if you're interested, but right now I'm doing a playthrough of it. If you want to get into the game, you could start watching these live streams and you'll know a lot more about what's going on. You will be getting a timeout just for a little moment, since I can't quite trust you, man. As well as maybe you're just like a bit too young to be here. Alright, so what I do know about the drops of these yokai here is that you are able to get iron dolls, like how we just got there, and I believe bronze dolls. But I've never seen myself being able to get a silver doll, and only golden dolls are available in post game or Yokai 4's plus plus main game. Yokai Watch 2, 60%. 5 votes. Thank you guys for voting. I appreciate it. Never mind, it's just that I actually know you guys are here when you sort of like interact or just vote. It's nice to know that. So I don't have like any bots or anything. Since like a lot of YouTube channels are getting tons of bots to their comment sections as well as live chats, which I have never gotten a bot advertisement in my chats ever before, but I have gotten one in my comments like a very long time ago, a couple of years ago. I can remember it very well. Not gonna lie, it was pretty scary because I didn't know what was going on. It's like, do I delete it? Oh, if they post again. The bots don't really care, in my opinion. Like, the bot users, when you just, like, delete their comment once and just don't talk to them, they won't, like, really care. They only care if you just start giving them attention, right? If you guys are wondering as well, I believe that we can get Noku here. He's an E-rank yokai. I'm not sure if I would say that we have a higher chance since we only have an A-rank watch. Because when you move up to a watch, like, as I said last live stream, there's E, D, C, EDCBA, and then S rank watches. Each time you move up to a new watch, you'll encounter new yokai, new stronger yokai. So having like only a E rank watch when the guy I'm looking for is an E rank seems like it would be more efficient than just having an S rank watch, because so many other yokai that you don't want, A to D, would just start appearing, you know? Oh, and by the way, here is something that I am working on but never really talked before, which is subscribers. Like, there's certain things you could do with an amount of subscribers. For instance, like rewards, like YouTube play buttons, as well as new mechanics. Like when we hit 500 subscribers, we will unlock this new tab on my channel, which will be a community tab. Or I guess I could just post polls, ask some stuff, just talk about some things, really. And just for our community. Which I kind of want that tab, since really, like, polls on live streams can be easily missed or forgotten, where you and can also just have a limited time period. Like, it's way more efficient to have a community poll instead of a live stream one, because live streams are very, like, they go by pretty quickly compared to, like, an eternity. So, yeah. I really don't like promoting to subscribe on my channel because I feel that's like very annoying to always hear like, hey guys, subscribe, when really the guys who are watching my videos are already subscribed. Like, to always be a subscriber and hear everyone subscribe, I know you're not subscribed but they are subscribed, I feel that that's like just incredibly annoying to always hear that. Hasma said GFB. Just chill, man. Don't, I don't want you getting harassed or anything. So don't reveal anything, too personal that your parents wouldn't want. And what I mean by harassment, this community or my viewers are very nice people. But, like, a few of them are banned, which are pretty rude ones. Which are the ones that are, like, always disliking my videos. As well as, in the future, we never know what's gonna happen. If we get into some sort of, like, controversy at all. You're already subbed. Good work, Ozma. So, yeah, that's sometimes why I may delete, you guys' messages if they're already like too personal or controversial. I'm not too strict. You really could ask me like almost about anything, really, as long as it's just something that you're at least proud to say. Or oh, Noko, hooray, first Noko. Hopefully it's a gold. We can get a gold soul from him. If everything goes lucky. Nah. Ozma, why did I quit Fortnite, you say? Well, I guess I don't really enjoy Fortnite. I feel that most of its fan base is very toxic, and I just find the game to be, like, very annoying at times. As you probably know, you like playing with me? Alright. As you probably know, Yokai Watch, actually, no, Fortnite has many clips of people raging. It's one of the games that most people rage at. Like, it's, most of the time, it's not a good time. Alright, man. And I played Fortnite for a huge amount of time in COVID-19 because I didn't quite have anything better to do. I still had school back then, but yeah, and it really, I don't know, I just don't have enough time for Fortnite now. I gotta focus on other things. But, there's some very rude people on Fortnite, or like very just ridiculous people. I think it's a baby's game. Yes, I do. It has a very like childish fan base. It's just children. So much people that play are just children, and I find it pretty cringe. I'd Fortnite entirely pretty cringe. As well as it's just a very addicting game. You may think, oh, I won't spend any money on it, it's gonna do everything for free, but really, like, if you go to like a fill game and you see everyone with these skins, you start to think that's pretty cool. What do you mean, what? It's so fun. Yeah. It's only fun when you're with the right people, you know? Me, I don't quite enjoy it. There's much better things to do, you know? But I don't really have good opinions or takes. I'm not really like a guy that has defined opinions, or like 100% this is the truth. 100% I believe this. I'm a guy who could just be like easily persuaded if someone gives me an explanation. Or I could just understand so many people's perspectives. Why they hate the game, why they like the game, why people stop playing Yo Coach 4, why people keep on playing Yo Coach 4, why people are addicted to Pooty Pooty. Really, there's so many things. Chef the Cat says it's a free game and children don't really buy many games, I guess. That's probably why it's more appealing to a younger demographic. That is very true. Yeah. Children don't really have the money to be doing that. How are they going to get money from just birthday gifts at Christmas? Like, unless their parents just buy everything for them, which is not what's going on in the world most of the time for everyone. But really, I feel like that's a huge factor and why most children play Fortnite. But another one I feel like is because of how cool Fortnite used to be or how popular it was. Daniel is so quiet because you're live streaming. Yeah, I hope he's kind of quiet. I don't really... He's not a very quiet guy. I really appreciate that he's doing that. If you're wondering, Daniel's in another room. If you are a viewer of my channel, you know that you know quite a bit about him. I guess he shows up in like a few videos, but yeah. Alright, back to what I was saying. I think that people believe that Fortnite is cool since in 2018, I believe, it got incredibly popular with like in Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. Yeah, it's just incredibly popular. That's with like mostly an adult fan base. Really just everyone thought it was cool to play the game. Everyone enjoyed it. It was a basic game. Didn't have too much storyline going on. Wasn't too invested in like doing all these sponsorships and collabing with so much people. Really, Fortnite was started to be a downfall for me when they started making so much Icon series skins. Like, really, when you're a YouTuber, yes, that's like one of your dreams to happen, but when you're like an average player, most likely you won't know who these people are. It's just kind of like alienizing you. Just making you kind of like, just like, oh, Fortnite's so much different now. It has all these so different characters. What, like, hey, this one Fortnite YouTuber is in Fortnite. How did that happen? Or whatever. Daniel is barely talking. Good for him. He practiced typing, right? Really, one thing that I did a lot in Fortnite is I barely talked for like a ton of the time. So I just kept on like type away, messaging a lot of people, which made me a lot better at typing. Hopefully he enjoys that. I don't think so though. It sort of died to the item pool as well. No really new unique items, Chef the Cat says. Well, yes, but they're, by unique, they're, I guess I could agree somewhat. Like, there's just versions of like an assault rifle. If there's one where you just have to click to shoot instead of just holding it down. There's another one where it shoots 3 bullets at a time when you hold it down. Like, it's just pretty much the same thing. Though there are a bunch of somewhat different items, like just bombs shooting out of guns. Or, I think it's very weird, but Fortnite has a hammer that you just go around the map with. It's really just... yeah. It's kind of like the Infinity Blade with you just jumping really high. But everything is just a variant with very small things. Or just combinations. Yeah. Actually, there was this one gun that I keep on remembering from Fortnite. It was like it was something like a Call of Duty looking gun, where like in first person and you could, it's like a red dot one. I thought that was very weird for Fortnite. It was very overpowered as well. Like Fortnite just, ugh. It actually, one thing that I would say made a downfall for a bunch of people is the battle pass. I remember in like season 7 of the game, season 8, we just had some skins to the storyline, or just some normal skins, you know. But now, like almost half of these skins are just collaboration skins, like skins from DC, Marvel, Star Wars, all that. Like, it's like they just can't think of new ideas anymore. It's kind of just annoying to me. That glitch just happened. I don't know what that was. Let's see my character kind of icon there. With my health bar, my P. I am really good at Fortnite also. But I am actually not. I'm just an average guy at Fortnite. People may think that I'm really good, but that's because they don't play any like full creative games, or just because of most of the fan base. There's just a stereotype that I'm good at Fortnite just because of cranked 90s. Like, if you actually just play like full creative, like just for like 1 hour or something, I'm sure you'll find like almost everyone's better than me, or the exact same as me. I'm not kidding. Like, Fortnite's community is really good. It's not a good community, but they're really good at Fortnite. They're not like quite they're not like guys that don't quite know what's going on anymore. It's not like Yokai Watch, how most Yokai Watch fans don't play Yokai Watch 4, Yokai Watch Busters 2, because there's just so much things to do going on. And really, really good at building. That's what Fortnite is. Fortnite's building. I'm just decent at building. Maybe from your perspective, I'm good at building, but I'm just decent. It's nothing too shabby. Everyone gives you all the mats. Well, they gave me all their mats in one game just because I was skybasing, but yeah, that's probably what you do. Really, anyone that plays... Not really. Well, I guess they don't like to build then. They're not really that good at Fortnite. Really, if you just have a PC, Just like an average, a pretty normal PC with like 100 FPS, you'll be like destroying people in Fortnite. You'll actually be like really good. It's not quite like about actually skill, but if you're just like 14 years old, 13, you already know how to type, maybe 12, you just become really good at it, just like with 1 hour of practicing. Like, Fortnite's just typing some... It's just a different typing thing. People that are like, have 50 words per minute around there, it's pretty easy for them. What do you think about a remake, remaster of the Overwatch games on the Switch, Jeff the Cat says? I think that it is awesome. I really appreciate that Level 5 would do it, and that it's very needed. Since, as you know, the Nintendo Switch gave up so much percentage, like 99% of the games on the 3DS, like, none of the games on the 3DS could be moved to the Switch. So the 3DS was the only way of like playing old games for a very long time. So Nintendo Switch hasn't really made recreations of those games a lot. I guess there's been like the Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl remakes from Pokemon. I'm nice. I'm not that nice. I don't know what you're talking about. I guess I'm nice to my community because they're very nice people. And someone's nice to me, I gotta be nice back. So I think that's great because the yokai, most games can only... So, I like it since it's not only limited 3DS and we can actually live stream it in better quality. As well as, normally, you know, old games, when you finally... This guy in the background keeps on yelling. So... Man, I need to talk to him. Alright, so I think that it's... Most people that have, like, a 3DS or something are... The 3DSs are very close, like breaking down and just getting destroyed, broken, and whatever. And when your 3DS breaks, it's very depressing because you lost all that data, you lost all that source to all those games that can only be played on the 3DS, GameCube, and whatever. So, yeah, it's great that they're making a remake of Yokai Watch 1 on the Switch. I think it looks awesome. You and Daniel just got a win. Good for you. Ask Dale to not scream all the time, man. It's pretty annoying. Do you have a crown? Well, that's what happens every time you get a win, but, Asma, I don't really want to talk about Fortnite for this entire stream, because this is a Yokai Watch stream after all. You know, talking about Fortnite is really just... You know, most people that play Yokai Watch don't play Fortnite. So, I'm guessing that those people aren't quite, like, comfortable with me talking about, all this Fortnite stuff. I think it's fine to talk about, Pokemons. It's and its popularity, and most Pokemon fans actually start out playing Yokai Watch, or at least have a lot of nostalgia about Yokai Watch. Fine. Alright, thank you. I actually have never played Yokai Watch 1 on the Switch, as well as it's been like 3 years since I've played Yokai Watch 1, so I'm really looking forward to getting it, because I've been grinding up some money to be able to get it. Since it's pretty crazy price right now, it's at like at 160. Did you get into the Yokai Watch competitive side of things? Well, I tried to, and I am trying now, but really, I'm kind of upset most of the time. How long is a live stream? That's what I said. 3 hours or more, averagely. A minute. Okay, the competitive side of Yokai Watch 2 at least is very frustrating for me. Since, a lot of people that I end up fighting is, just Shogun and Burly users, which is pretty average, not that unique. I want to come up with some strategies, which I have tried to, but it's pretty, demotivating since I can't upload videos properly on Yokai Watch 2, but I will soon, so I'm working on it. As well as the competitive Yokai Watch scene. Every single game for competitive is, when you get up there in the ranks, it starts to get very difficult to find opponents to fight against in Yokai Watch and Call of Duty, Pokemon, other games. I'm just guessing that Call of Duty has that. So, but with Yokai Watch, it matches you up with completely random people, which is great, and I think that is the best decision that they could do, since Yokai Watch hasn't reached far enough popularity to have these thousands, millions of players have this one rank and then this other rank, But Yokai Watch 2, not much people play it now. I made a huge part of the fan base play it, from nostalgia of doing the Paradise Ball attempts. Well, that started off, since most times I hop into Yokai Watch 2, like every single day I start searching for a battle, and what a surprise, there's no one queuing up, since Yokai Watch 2 is like a 5-year-old game. 5.5-year-old game, I'm guessing. Something close to that. Since I don't know exactly when it came out. So it's very difficult to actually get into competitive things unless you're a live streamer. Because when you're a live streamer, you can just queue up with people easily, and they can stream snipe you easily, which stream sniping is awesome when you're trying to queue up with people in your watch. So hopefully I'll gain enough audience live streaming and start live streaming some Yokai Watch content. Yokai Watch 2. And just getting more people to battle, because it's very hard. I'm actually surprised how some of my viewers managed to get to so much points, because I am at 999, but a lot of them are like way, way, way over that, like master rank and whatever. I'm wondering how they got there, as well as them earning like 600, 700 in like 1 week. Like, who are they fighting against? Like a part of my Discord has people fighting against each other, but that hasn't really happened in a while. God, my throat is killing me right now. Alright, I need to drink some water. Give me a minute, guys. Alright, quickly back. Alright, do I have enough dolls yet? Man. Ah, what iron doll? That's sad. Gosh. I'm actually wondering about a team for Yokai Watch 2, which will have Moskevel featured, or else the Abodabat, which his abilities are that their normal attacks absorb health. You gain health from normal attacks. aka absorb. Why am I here? Oh yeah, I'm trying to go to the other portal. To the Yokai area. But, so it has, its normal attacks will absorb. It doesn't actually have the absorption, element, but it absorbs health with its normal attacks. So what I plan to do is that I will make it use physical attacks all the time, with having, 2 Sergeant Burleys, I would say, holding Uncle Infinite Souls, which will do a massive amount of damage, as well as then at the back having 2 Sandys and an Unfairy, which is abilities are that all yokai take. Man, I need to boot up my 3DS or something. I'm forgetting all this information. That all yokai get more absorption. I would just say they get more health back. So we'll have 3 yokai in the back that have boosts for health. Then 2 yokai at the front plus Uncle Infinite Souls that will give boost to physical damage. And the more the physical damage, the more the more health I regain. As well as it will be holding either a Eternasoul or a Draconian Soul, which makes it gain more health while attacking. And why I won't just put so much Sergeant Burley's in Uncle Infinite is because Sergeant Burley's ability is that it gives a strength boost to adjacent yokai. The adjacent yokai are to the left side of the yokai and the right side of the yokai. It's not your full yokai team of 6. I'm at 5. Full yokai team of 5 other yokai. So I can't be doing that. I need to make the Sergeant Burley's affect the Moskevel. So that is one competitive strategy I came up with, which I have not tested yet. I'm still getting Moskevel to level... Actually, I got Moskevel to level 99. I'm just getting a bunch of Sandys to level 99 now. As well as another trick I'm planning is to have the yokai Flangu, which his ability is that it deals more fire elemental damage. And he also could have an equipment item that boosts his spirit by like 100 and his speed by 100, which is massive. So he's pretty powerful by himself, alright? But there is a yokai called Rayo Light, which his ability is that it boosts the damage of fire attacks, which is massive compared to with Flangu. So I'll have 4 I'll just have 4 Rayo Lights to give the boost, and then at the back I will have a Slimemander, which Slimemander's ability is that all elemental damage will attack all of the opposing yokai instead of just one. They just attack one Pokemon. One yokai. Like, a normal elemental damage would just attack a single yokai out of the 3 at the front. But instead, Slamamander will attack all 3 at the front of the opposing side. But his original elemental move was fire. So yeah, I will deal fire damage to all 3 of those, which no one has really thought of because everyone puts Slamamander with these souls that either would make his normal attacks deal elemental damage, deal different types of elemental damage. Like, his normal attacks may deal water damage, whereas elemental attacks may deal absorption damage. Actually, no, that one actually is not in there. So the physical attacks would deal water damage, fire damage, wind damage, and then yeah, that's it. So there is all those types of damages that you could put onto Slamamander. It's really a big thing to put the water one, since Sproinks are kind of like a big beast to deal with. And Sproink's weakness is water, so it does critical damage, which is a huge amount of damage. But I will not be putting in a elemental soul. I will instead be using its original elemental one and be putting on the spirit staff, which adds 80 spirit and decreases your speed by 40, which is very massive. Almost 100, like 80 spirit for all that, plus all the boosts from Raillight. And I am not quite sure what souls I will put on Raillight, but it will probably be either Paradise Balls, but most likely will be Endurophant or Macho Nyan souls, which makes your Soultimate, so they make your souls recover faster. Like, as you see from Yokai Watch 4, these guys are using their Soultimates right here, which do a massive damage. I'm gonna use one right here, and then after that, wait for it to come down. Alright, so here it ended, but it starts regaining back. It's so when you use it and it what am I trying to say? It makes you regain your Soultimate energy faster. Let's put it that way. Makes you regain it quicker. It doesn't matter if you used it or not. It will just make you use your Soultimates faster, which is the Endurophant in Macho Nyan Souls, as well as their special effect, which isn't listed, that they will survive a blow that will kill them. Just one, but it is still pretty huge because very popular that people will be using Soultimates as their strategy. But when our guys are like at half health or like a quarter health, they'll be using a Soultimate and we still survive with 1 HP no matter what, which is great. That's what they do. So that's the plan for Yokai Watch 2. The 2 plans, the drain and then the fire. And I want to do fire instead of water because of Flengu. Well, I could put like Ogulus for water, but I feel that Flengu is way more powerful than Ogulus, as well as it being super effective at Startle, which is a big part of new players. A lot of new players that play competitively that are just starting out normally choose Snarl and Sergeant Burley for their teams. So yeah, their Snarls will get absolutely demolished by Flame Goo and Salamander. As well as, I just want to be unique. You know, I want to come up with a pretty unique strategy that's very strong. And I feel like this could do way more damage than the water one because I'm adding 80 Spirit to Salamander. And it's always great to come up with a unique strategy for the Yokai Watch 2 competitive scene. Oh my gosh, I've been talking about competitive yokai strategies I'm coming up with for like 20 minutes. What? Jeff the Cat asked that so long ago. Well, those are yeah, my strategies. I really don't I really dislike that people just keep on using the same strategy again, which is just the Gargaros strategy as well. It's the Shogunyan and then the Gargaros. The strategy is that you have a You Do It. The You Do It's ability is that another yokai attacks for it on your team. So that makes Gargaros have like 2 turns where it could attack. And Gargaros does a huge amount of damage with its ability being that it ignores guards. Which guards, what they do is that they're like the Spoink ability, but they're much rarer to happen. Unless you have the guard soul. But one of the strategies I came up with Spoink or Fleshy Satma, with their abilities like they take half damage and then having a guard soul on them, as well as having a stealth soul on the other yokai that will be a healer. That's one of the strategies I came up with, but it did not work well because Gargaros, well, if it was a normal yokai, it would take a quarter of the damage that it normally would. Plus, its defense stats are pretty beefy. Not that much, but they're fairly decent for like a regular yokai. But when you're fighting Gargaros deals half the damage instead of dealing a quarter, which is massive change. As well as another popular yokai you would add onto your team with Snarl is Sergeant Burly, because Sergeant Burly's in spirit, he could inspirit your teammates and make their stats go all the way up. Well, there's drastically, way, and then just basic up. Up is 1 stage, way is 2 stages, and drastic is 3 stages. Let's just say that. So having them go 2 stages, all the stats go 2 stages up is pretty massive. And especially for Gargaros. So Gargaros would get spirited, and then you would swap him over with You Do It, as well as Sergeant Burly's ability, which is that he... What is it? He gives a strength boost to adjacent yokai, which counts as Gargaros, which does massive damage in. As well as you could equip a no loafing soul onto Sergeant Burly, which would make sure that Gargaros is never going to loaf. Loafing makes, it's like kind of sleeping in Pokemon terms. So you'd miss out on a lot of your turns where you could attack. As well as what loafing also does is it makes your opponent be able to poke you, which means that they'll recover a lot of their ultimate, or so they'll recover a lot of your ultimate. They can also deal damage to you, and then have a really rare one, which is dealing 999 damage. I've only had that happen. I've only seen that for like 6 times, maybe 5, in my entire Yokai Watch career. So Man, I am actually... yeah, Gargoyle Strike. And then it is very common to have a yokai that would have the Stinging Soul. The Stinging Soul makes all of the opposing yokai attack you instead of your other yokai, so you can just control what they do, pretty much. Like Nosers. So yeah, just put that on like a beefy yokai, like Sproink and Girafont, and you'll be fine. Also give you more time for Gross to live. But I don't really like that strategy since it was made like what like early Psychic Spectres from Japanese players. Like I feel like we could do a lot better with strategies, you know? We could do a lot better and make a lot more unique things, a lot more interesting things, rather than sticking with the same strategy for like 3 years. Never mind. It's been much longer than that, like 4 years, around there. Hold on, it came out in 2017. It just turned 2023, so I'm just confused. Brain is not working today, guys. Yeah, just 5 years. I'm not completely sure when the Gargoyle strategy came out or got popularized, but I watched a lot of old streams from old Yokai Watch YouTubers, and people still use that in competitive. So I'm guessing that it existed for a very long time if they started using it way back in like 2018. I wonder actually, what is the other yokai that I tried to do? There was a yokai plan that I tried to do which would prevent your opponents from attacking you. They would try to attack, but they would always miss. Which, that didn't work as expected since missing is not like a 50% chance or anything. It's decently rare. I would say, like, I got no idea, but it's not like very rare, and it's not very, very likely. But even if I give it, like, all of those boosts, my opponents will still, like, hit me a ton of the time. How I would get those boosts is I would use someone that's normally people haven't ever used for kind of like with as a beefy yokai, but I used Maximus N, which his ability is that it dodges attacks like you wouldn't believe. So it seems like it's very powerful. Then I would add it with one soul that makes it... I believe there's a soul that makes it more likely to dodge attacks. Oh, it was the predictable soul. You are more likely to dodge opponent's attacks. Physical or spiritual. But there's one problem with that. It's called Everfor, or the Soldier Soul. Soldier Soul makes all yokai not loaf in battle, so it's pretty powerful. And it could completely ruin a strategy. So that was pretty much in the dumps when I came up with that. Please tell me I have 3 already. I got 2 still. Okay, I gotta keep the stream moving. Gosh, we've done nothing. I've done nothing for like 40 minutes. That's why we need Nomi in Yokai Watch 4. It's abilities that we get more items, get more drops. Which is great with the Godside yokai. It's great with them because they're so rare. It's so hard to actually get. Like, you need 5 Krikikai points to actually obtain 1. So it's pretty expensive. Unless, you get the day where it's you gain 7 more points for each crank. Normally cranks would only give you 1 point for 1 crank, but some days it will give you 3 cranks, 3 points for 1 crank. And if you stock it up to the most cranks you could get in the game is 30. So you could stock it up to 30 by not cranking for many days. Is there any new areas in 4? Well, there is a lot of new areas, definitely. I would consider Hell's Kitchen to be a new area, since I guess it would be in Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres, but it's completely different compared to that one. Like, I can't name this area because it's in Japanese, but Natsume's hometown is a new area. Gosh, there's a lot of voice cracks. Well, there's already, like, all the future areas, and I'm guessing we gotta be Natsume. Actually, I think we gotta take Slamander off. But Junior. Yeah, so new areas for all the future areas are new. There has been like Akidori's area. Can't name it ever, but the area where Akinori lives is a new area. Breezy Hills has been split into many. I'm not sure if this is actually Springdale in the future or a completely different area, because the pond in this area is sort of like Gourd Pond, but it doesn't have the museum at all. It has the shape of it, but it doesn't have the museum, which is like the main factor of Gourd Pond. Yes, finally. So, just from what I know, it seems that everything in the future is new. Everything in the past area is new. There's the yokai world is much better than 3's Yokai 2 Yokai 1's. I can't quite go there in this moment, but the yokai world is a great area. I think they did awesome with that. Many things to do. There's like a shopping district, shopping area, good shop, as well as the Krikikai shop. Would I call it that? Not sure if I would call it that, but by new areas, I'm guessing you mean like new areas like how Yokai Watch 2 added San Fantastico, or how Yokai Watch 3 added tons. But in the present world, there is no new areas. But all the other ones are new areas, which is great. That's one good part about 4. They didn't just copy and paste Yokai Watch 1 and then just add some just added like a few new areas called like Yokai Watch 2. What? One thing that I would really like Yokai Watch 4. I want Gare Land. Come on. I want like the Gare Land. I want the train from Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres. I really want that. There's like a perfect slot to put that in, like in front of the Yokai Palace. It's actually just, man, level 5 is just trolling with that. They know that we remember about Psychic Spectres. There's like, in the background you could see a train. Or at least like a train track, I'm pretty sure. Which is like, man. Five likes, I'm gonna like it myself. Seven, great. For new areas, would I consider the Sumo Ring to be a new area? There's a new area in the Yokai world which has like a giant sumo ring stadium for the kind of game mode that's different, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, we do rank. Let's go. I think we can make it, guys. We can make it to the past world in 1 hour and 22 minutes. I'm never quite sure how to feel about like DLC's price, like Psychic Spectres being $40. Like, am I supposed to think, oh, this is like an entire new game, or oh, it's a DLC? Like, if it's an entire, what I mean is like a new game for well, Yokai Watch 2 has... Yokai Watch 2's games have $60. $60 price. For at least Canadian price. And you're saying that was like a $40 DLC for Yokai Watch 4. I don't... Actually, Yokai Watch 2, Psychic Spectres. I don't know where you got that exactly. But... I'm not sure how to feel about that. Because Yokai Watch 2 added... Yokai Watch 2 itself, Bonus Spirits of Fleshy Souls, added so much new things, so much, like an entire new story and stuff like that, while if you're... What is going on behind me? Well, if you're like, gosh, I can't think. Like the DLC, as you said, for Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres is $40, compared to the regular games are $60. So that's just like a $20 drop. So it should at least be 2/3 of content that Yokai Watch 2 Bonus Spirits of Fleshy Souls had. I'm not sure about that. It has like a lot of new yokai, I guess. It has the Wicked Yokai, a new game mode. But really, for me, it doesn't feel like an entire 2/3 of what Yokai Watch 2 was. wouldn't we get like an entirely huge storyline instead of like, what is it, like 4 quests about Garland? Wouldn't we get like some new chapters? For DLCs in Yokai Watch, I would really like if they expanded on the story a bit and added like the story chapters back again. Like instead of like in Yokai Watch 4++, the final chapter is the never-ending summer vacation. But for Yokai Watch 4++, why not put those quests into the storyline and have chapter 12, the Yokai Watch Blasters, the Yokai Watch Hell's Kitchen, or like why not have that stuff? Why not have like an entire? Why not have just like quests? But DLCs never do this. But actually, Yokai Watch DLCs never do this. But why not just expand on the story and actually have chapters instead of like new quests and just I don't know. It should. I feel that I would really like if Yokai Watch 2 had, instead of these quests, just. I can't parkour there, grapes. Instead, would just have a new chapter saying this. For DLCs, it would just be like an upgraded version with so much more storyline involved. Instead of actually just thinking, oh, there's just like you're paying to just get like a bunch more things. Or just like just a little bit. Just some new quests, just some new yokai. Why not just expand on the story? I don't think I know what I'm talking about, but what's the okay, that's the jump button. Very nice. And it's a mystery coin. Great. I feel like Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres just had so much room to add like another chapter, but I can see why they exactly want to do that, because all the chapters had been building up to Dame Demona and Dame Dead Time just just saving the world. All the chapters built up to that, so I'd see why they would think, why add some new chapters that would just destroy the entire meaning of that. Which, yeah, I guess. But think of it like, kind of like advertising. Instead of like, for the Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres kind of like commercial trailer, they had it just talking about the Wicked Yokai quests and Dame Dead Time. Why not have the chapter where it's like, it's not that short, but you would befriend all these yokai, go to Dame Dead Time, discover her past, and stuff like that. I feel like that would be a good ending, or like a good information. A good way to just say, oh, this is actually what happened to Dame Dead Time in her past. The entire movie goes on about like what actually happened in her past. So like, alright, so here Akinori just got the Yokai Watch a new yokai watch, which isn't quite a Shadowside yokai watch. A Overwatch. But it's his own watch that only he gets. I like how Toma only gets his watch. Which will make him not transform, but summon creatures that would kind of like fight for him, or just use their special moves ultimate. Which will unlock them as we go on with the story. I'm getting pretty tired. New guy got added. This is a... I don't know what to call it. Okay, I need to stop saying I don't know. I obviously don't know, as you know. But... okay, Yokai Watch 2 now has 71%. Alright, cool. I'll see if I can mod my 3DS and do all this kind of stuff to be able to stream. Hopefully, like in Autosmate. Autosmate like 3 days, I would say. 3 days, 4 days, I will get that ready. For right now it's still Christmas break, so I get to take I don't have to do school or anything. It's like a great time to do YouTube streaming. I probably should have done more of that summer break. I should know what I did, but I'm sure there's more that I could do. Alright, we're flying back to... well, we'll go back... oh, we're not going back. Alright. Man, I've just been so consumed with the... just thinking about the strategies or things that I did competitive Yokai Watch that I completely forget what happened to the storyline. So... did we fight Doketsu and Shitanoji yet? Or did we not? I feel like we saw them. Did we? And here's respect for those live streamers out there that could actually pay attention to the game and also see the chat. Me myself, I get too consumed with what's going on in the chat and just... my brain just goes auto mode. Alright, so right here with these bosses, you are able to, when they have the red ore around the hitbox, that means that you're able to use your YP type thing and you'll get a chance. Which is kind of like how Yokai Watch 2, Yokai Watch 3, not sure if Yokai Watch 1 had it. But it's a way that will make it easier for you to actually attack them. Oh gosh. They'll just be occupied for a moment. You'll get a chance to finish them off. Lower their health bar a lot. Really, it's a chance. That's why it's called chance. With this one right here, he's very easy if you just understand how to do it. Because you just gotta... It barely takes any time. He'll have so much chances. Like this right here. When he flies up into the air, you'll always have a chance. It's really easy. Aha, a wisp. It's great. Not sure if the red showed up that time, but. Gosh, I can see why a lot of English YouTubers and live streamers for Yokai Watch don't actually want to live stream Yokai Watch 4 or make videos about it, because like only English, only like Western American, it's very hard to actually make people entertained when you don't know what's going on yourself, I feel. That's why Yokai Watch 4 barely gets any attention here. These people just don't know how to read Japanese, don't know what's going on. Same with me, I don't know what's going on, but yeah. That's why I'm always so confused about what is, technically not always, but most of the time I'm confused and don't exactly know what to say about the situation. Like if there are a bunch of, most of the time there are a bunch of characters just talking, what am I supposed to do about it? What am I supposed to say? Man, they're just talking. Well, that'll just look like every average English YouTube streamer, you know? Yep, Akinori is very useful in this fight. Might as well just revive him. Didn't want to do it, but never mind. I actually revived Junior. Junior, oh gosh. How? What? Did he just heal? I think it just healed. How did I know this guy could heal? That's pretty overpowered. Now I just gotta make Akinori survive. Oh no. Surely I can dodge this. By the way, to you guys who haven't, man, my brain, who haven't answered in the poll, like, I don't know, if you watch my content, it's very important that, some of you guys would do that. Most of you have, but just to those who haven't, because I know that there's a lot. And it's very impactful, since I'm not, oh no, it's getting low. Should I only unplug something else here? I hope my battery doesn't die while I'm fighting him. It's gonna be horrible. Gosh, I was looking at the YouTube chat. Come on. Man, this is actually easy. How is this taking so long? I don't know how this is taking so long, guys. This isn't a hard fight. This guy just healed again. Oh my gosh. No. Stop it. Yep, and red spars didn't appear that time. Alright, so they don't appear every time. They just appear most of the time. Why can't I just use Akinori's move? Oh, that's because I haven't unlocked it. Okay. Yep. This is surely frustrating. Come on. Yes. Finally, I can see the red chance. Oh, well, I forgot to do the YP on there. Man. How many times do I gotta heal? I don't like healing. Did he just heal again? Stop it. Oh my gosh. This is actually annoying. Stop! You're making this take forever. I want to continue on with the story, man. Yeah, I'm gonna forget saying that this boss was easy. He's not easy, guys. He's not easy. He's just gonna spam heal. He's invincible. Yep. Nice. If wondering why I'm using the charges, because it does more damage. More damage per second. Yep. Red showed again. He's so close. Yes. 50 damage. Most damage I've ever seen for this playthrough. Great. Finally I beat him. Alright, 1 hour left. Let's see. Actually, give me a minute. I need to plug in a new controller because mine's about to die soon. Alright, I am back. But my brain, it turned off a bit. I don't want to reveal any personal information. But I realized that I'm only seeing what's going on OBS Studios. Sorry about that, guys. I need to turn it on my TV now. Okay, it's good. It's good. Oh no, maybe it's not good. Oh, it's not good. Give me a minute. Man. I don't want to reveal any personal information. Alright. Alright, guys. My save data did not get deleted. Hooray. I lost one viewer because of that. Sorry. So did that one viewer. I know, man. It's pretty boring watching, seeing my divine Arachnia just at full screen. Man, maybe I should have my PS5 headset. Won't that be great? I'd finally hear stuff again. From your perspective, I could hear everything, but also from your perspective, I may sound like a fool because I'm not, you can't hear me properly. Because of the game audio being too loud. Which I have no idea about. Yes, you see that? We got a chip right there for this horse-looking guy, yokai. So, yeah, with that chip, we can summon him. Wow. About, 20 minutes later, Toma, Natsume, and Nate, with Whisper, came to the top of the mountain and got absolutely destroyed from this, cool-looking dude. Love to see an animation cutscene. It's my favorite part of games. And it's skinny Akinori. Wow. What a surprise. To those of you watching, I bet you're wondering why he's skinny. The answer of that is that Akinori uses his fat, I believe, he uses it up and just, he uses it all up to use his yokai watch and summon the horse-looking guy, or really, whatever, yeah. He uses yokai watch, he uses up tons of energy, which makes him skinny every time. And he only gains his energy back when he gains his soul ultimate back. But this guy right here is pretty difficult. I remember having a hard time with him because I didn't know how to actually fight him, but now I do. Which is just dodge all of his attacks. Yes, that's every single boss's one, except Himazal. Himazal is actually impossible to dodge. For real. He's incredibly difficult. Finally. No. Need more time. Alright. Here's an example. So now I can always back to being a bit chubby. And here we will use our watch to summon this guy. Perfect. And what he does is heal all of our yokai, and we're back to being skinny again. That proves my point. I'm completely guessing this, but it makes sense, alright? It makes complete sense. So we're gonna pretend like that's the answer. Our camera actually auto moves us to where he will pop up. That's pretty epic. Yes, chance. It's great. I'm having a good time. Man, how did he dodge that? Really, this actually is like aimbot. Akinori's charging move is aimbot. And I'm not going to... Yeah, I have aimbot on. Here is no aimbot. I'll just attack there and there. Here's aimbot. It's not hacking, by the way. It's a regular thing you could do. You just gotta press down the drift, then moves your camera. Just press it down to enable it and disable it. Alright, she's at half health. By the way, well, some of these, most yokai, when they're, every single yokai, when they're actually doing their ultimate or move, you cannot gain YP from it in that moment because it's sort of like an animation, and I stopped right there, gosh. Alright. Just gonna pop up right there. Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on missing this because he does not give me a clue when he will actually do this. No, Akinori, don't die. I knew it. Gosh. Of course he dodged that. Sometimes you know the feeling when the controller can hear you. The company can hear you through the controller, so they give you the best luck or the worst luck. Sometimes it actually feels like that. Not kidding. It may seem like a crazy idea, but most of the time in games, it will look like that, and it will feel like that. It will actually seem like you have proof out of random circumstance. Aimbot. Pig. No. This is easier than I thought. It just takes a little bit of practice, guys. If you're over the age of 12, then you got it. It should be easy. And I, for some... why do I keep on... Man. Right here, I won't gain YP because he's in the animation. Yeah. Now his animation ended, and I'll gain YP. So example. By the way, I recommend you guys... I uploaded a video tutorial how to get Snartle. I feel like it goes in depth on what normal people are doing wrong, and I think it's pretty good. So if you guys are in endgame or at least level like 50 or something, I recommend you watch it. It's very helpful. This right here is what confuses me, and in the main story, since I'm an English YouTuber, I don't understand how there is a guardian and how there is a second guardian. Like, is there just two guardians, or is there a bigger role here? Does this one guardian of the place have more power than Akinori's? Or what's clearly going on? This one is a sword wielder. Maybe he's not the true guardian, but he's just a neighboring. He's from a neighboring area, or he just lives here. I think I'll just guess that. And my mistake if I keep on saying he as Yokai Watch Boss's pronouns, unless it's like not unless it's obvious that they're female. Or at least their gender seems to be female. Because normally he is referred to like someone that is like mysterious or you don't know the gender of, or else you would say them. Why a lot of people say he's just because he, I'm guessing that's like a stereotype that he is like more powerful than she, but I don't want to get canceled, so I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, he's the wielder of these swords right here. That's right. Great. Now we can finally use Thomas' ultimate. Alright. To turn into this guy right here. Or I can turn into that one just for a brief moment of time to use this ultimate. One thing that I never really got and understood about Yokai Watch is that how does battling and beating a yokai up make them friends with you or have a chance to even be friends with you? Oh, there's Shiden Doji and Doketsu. Shiden Ten Doji and Doketsu. I'm not swearing, those are the Japanese names, alright? Just to say that. It's not an excuse for swearing or anything. And these guys are from the Oni Palace, obviously. Hold on. What's the difference between the Yokai World Palace and then like the kind of Oni Kingdom? Maybe Onis used to rule before the Enma tribe? I think that could be what happened. But then, are yokai... I think yokai are immortal, right? They can live on for forever. And not change. That's at least what Whisper said in Whisper's origin. So I'm going to guess that. So it is possible that Doketsu is from a very long time. Very long time ago. But that doesn't mean, since they can live forever, that doesn't mean that yokai can't die. Because we've seen in many instances of the anime that yokai can die. For instance, one that does come to mind is when there was an exorcist at Nate's house just trying to exorcise the yokai. It was a pretty funny episode because Nate kept on just trying to make excuses and just trying to back massage him or just make him feel comfortable and make him feel like nothing's going on. Nate was a great actor, if that was even an act. Well, it is, but I found that episode to be really funny. One of my favorite ones. Which I'm pretty sure that they can die in that way. Here it is! We've completed our mission. We've unlocked the new world. Which is the 60 years old in the past, but the Shadow Side world. Yeah, imagine how weird it would be just being in like Canada, Canada in winter, just wearing Natsume's clothes, just the casual shorts and t-shirt. No wonder they're looking at them weirdly. What are you doing? Use your brain! Oh yeah, Natsume and the team escaped through that portal, right? They escaped through there. Did they? I didn't quite see what was going on there. The town where the snow falls. That's like Canada. The only thing that I can think, northern Japan, Canada. It's a stereotype when anyone thinks of snow, immediately Canada. But it's obviously northern Japan, right? Does Japan, does Tokyo and Japan even have snow? There's a lot of areas in the world that don't have snow. Snow normal? I haven't gone too much of my geography. My geography class doesn't actually teach me anything about the world, so yeah. Never seen that before. It's not a B rank, not C rank, not D rank we need. It's story rank, maybe. I don't know what's going on. We gotta talk to these people. She's asking us for something to see. Okay, well. Normally, guys, when a person would say something highlighted in red, that would mean that they want something. Like a number highlighted in red. Or like some words right here. That wants to refer that they do want something. Alright, so now... Actually, this area... Jeff the Cat, this area is the 6-year-old. The past yokai world. But it still has Shadowside yokai and all that. So, I would consider this a new area. It is, definitely is. It's mentioned as well. And I can't because Whisper doesn't want me to. It's a pretty small area. I would like if they made some references to Nate's grandfather, but if you really think about it, this isn't, let's just say there's 2 timelines. Is there 2 timelines? Yeah, I believe from all of Yokai Watch 4 that I played, Yokai Watch 3, not Yokai Watch 3, Yokai Watch 2 and Yokai Watch 1, I believe that there are 2 timelines. There is the one where this Nate's normal timeline, where there's just normal yokai, there's shadow side, light side, god side, anything like that. There isn't any yokai forms like that. But I'm starting to consider that this is actually the time period, this is the timeline of Nate. Because in Yokai Watch 3's movie, there's a lot of yokai that definitely look like it would be shadow side. Like shadow side. You know Enma's butler, kinda? Enma's guard. I can't remember his name, but in the movie, the Yokai Watch 3 movie, it actually does have something. It has like a boss form that definitely looks like a shadow side yokai. Or very similar to it. Here we meet a new character called Shin, I'm pretty sure. And here he has no idea who we are, but he just knows that we're Yokai Watch wielders. We will name this guy Shin. In my main playthrough, I named him Pre-Enma because I absolutely knew nothing about the storyline of Yokai Watch 4 and Yokai Watch 3. Didn't know that Kai, one of Shin's friends, was actually Pre-Enma. Was the pre-version of Enma. I watched this one video on YouTube I forget its name, but it was very helpful to understand what's going on in the yokai world. Yokai world timeline. One of his friends turns to a version of Enma and then gets reincarnated into Enma, I think. It was something to do with that. But I kept on thinking it was Shin since he... Just looking at clips from one of the Yokai Watch 4 movies, he's obviously the protagonist. And I saw all these battle scenes where this blue and gray version of Enma was just fighting one of these bosses. And it actually... I don't know what struck my brain, but I seriously thought that was shit for some reason, just because he was like the protagonist. Yeah, the three people in the past world which solve yokai crimes. I'm not sure what Shin's relationship is with those two people, if they're actually yokai hunters, kinda. But I know that they cannot see yokai, I'm very sure, simply because they do not have a yokai watch. Hold on. Shin can see yokai, and he doesn't have a yokai watch until further in the game. Well, I don't know what's going on with the lore, because while Nate grows up, he starts to lose memory of what yokai are and just forgets about his watch and all that kinds of stuff. Kind of like what the plot of Yokai Watch 2 was. Kind of like how I was worrying that Nate couldn't see yokai at the start. He couldn't see Whisper or Jibanyan, so he had to re-encounter them. That's pretty much what Nate in the future has to deal with. His stages where he's like near 16 to 18, I'm pretty sure. While he's growing up. Then he just turns into like an average human being. What he was before he found the yokai watch. Not to be rude or anything, but that's how he describes himself, and that's how the lore states it. The story anime states it. Nice, I'm watching. Thank you guys. Alright. Unlocked a new quest. Good. I believe for this one, this girl has a crush on a boy, which is over there, and we need to help her somewhat. Oh, there he is. Yokai Watch 4 is very open to like adult. It's way more adult than other Yokai Watch games. Simply, well, because it's in Japanese, obviously. Japanese compared to American things, there are many different rules. But second thing is that, yeah, you could just look at all these designs of all these yokai. They look much more scary and all this, and I don't know what the heck she wants. What? What do they want from me? I don't get it. I don't get it. Give me a minute, I need some water. Yes, reconnection successful. Good. Man, I haven't got any messages in such a long while. What's it been now? Oh yeah, and part of the story, most of this story of the past world has to do with this mansion right here. Which will be, if you're 9 years old or under, you'll be terrified for your life of the shadow side yokai that leak with sleep, rest is beyond that door. Oh, Minachi and another one, which I do not remember. Alright. And we have unlocked Nate's power, which will give us stat boosts. Alright. I'm not sure if there's a competitive scene for Yokai Watch 4. Just bring this up randomly. But if there was, I am actually not interested. The entire battle system of Yokai Watch 4 really doesn't have enough strategy in it. It mostly has just skill with like dodging and memorizing movements. Like it actually barely, in my opinion, it doesn't have nearly as much strategy as Yokai Watch 2 and Yokai Watch 3. Because here, yes, you can only fight with 3 yokai at a time, but you can there's much more uniqueness. It's much more, you can actually move all of your yokai. You can dodge ultimates easily. In Yokai Watch 2, you couldn't even dodge ultimates. Yokai Watch 3 added the mechanic to dodge ultimates, and I was just like, what? This is too OP. Man, think about Yokai Watch 4. It takes barely any effort to dodge a ultimate. All that you have to worry about is the NPCs running into the ultimate while you're not beating them. But the NPCs are like somewhat smart, so they're good. Here they're talking about a somewhat. It's a yokai that will appear near the posts in Far Game. After this stuff, we'll go to the yokai world and we'll do some different quests. Here he is. Here's a leak of the very scary guy, alright? So if you're scared of yokai like this, then don't watch the stream. If you're under 9 years old, don't watch it, alright? It'll give you some nightmares. When I was 9 years old, I was scared for my life as well. Alright, man? Yes, good job. I went down by 2 viewers. That's good. You guys are listening to me. It's very nice of you. I don't want you guys getting nightmares or anything. When I was 9, I was actually horrified. I didn't have any nightmares, gladly, but I was pretty scared. I was like, so creepy, so spooky. Though I'm planning to do this within, do you have key quests now? Surely you have key, yeah, key quests. I guess we'll have to do this after we finish these key quests. I'm guessing that we don't have enough time to actually complete the mansion. But we'll have to do that next stream, which will probably be in like 2 days. This is great. Alright. Hey, you're not scared. Good to have you. Alright. Alright, so here I believe is the Macho Nyan quest. Not the Macho Nyan. That's a different Yokai Watch 2. Looks like a Spectre's yokai. That here is Nekomata. It's not a Nyan, Nekomata. Which is one of the favorites from the Yokai Watch fan base. A lot of people like this guy. Just because of his design. One of the best cat designs of Yokai Watch. But I like Robo John F. Still much more than this. The shadow side version of this is pretty ugly, but the light side is very adorable. So yeah. This one for PvP, I won't say is like that good. For competitive. Obviously in competitive, all that you're just gonna see is just 6 endless, you know? If there's a way to actually fight anyone. Oh yeah, and there's a yokai exclusive to the past world. 60-year-olds in the past. I need to find out what I should call it. But yeah, this is one of the yokai exclusive to this. You won't find him like out in the wild, but you have a chance at finding him, and we'll have a chance at battling him in some locations. Sorry, some yokai locations. But it's past exclusive. You won't find him in the future anywhere. Anywhere. Just here. So yeah. It's one of the past exclusive. Alright, as I was talking about a bit before, I believe that there are 2 timelines to Yokai Watch. There's the Shadow Side and Light Side one, and then there is Nate's timeline, where there's Dame Dead Time, Yokai Watch 3, and also McCracken. All that is Nate's timeline. This more is into the future, the alternative timeline. And I'm guessing that you guys are saying or thinking about Academy Y, and I will say that Academy Y is actually in the... It isn't like an entire alternate timeline to the Shadow Side and Light Side worlds, but it is actually inside of the Shadow Side and Light Side. I don't... Some Yokai Watch fans said that to me. I don't know if that's true, but I'm guessing it's true. So... yeah. It definitely seems like that because there's one quest for him that he actually appears. I'm talking about Jibanyan. Nekomata. I'm talking about Jibanyan from Academy Y, which is like a human type Jibanyan. It's really weird. But it is very I just lost my brain. Okay, well, I'm just going to skip that idea and just say one of my doubts about this is I'm not quite sure what Awoken yokai are. Like Awoken Hinozal, Awoken Enma. I can assume from the timeline or storyline, I haven't played Yokai Watch 3, so I don't know about that. But I will assume that it has, out of nowhere, it gives me like Cat Cradle vibes. It gives me like it's taking power from Cat Cradle. Cat Cradle, the final boss of the Divine Paradise in Infinite Inferno. And Yokai Watch 2. Only. Yokai Watch Blasters as well. I feel like Cat Cradle just... someone gave them power. That's off the rail. Or else... But it really gives off the vibe. Like, Awoken Hinozal, he's like very gold. Like, he looks like he's fulfilled with energy. He looks like he would be in the Divine Paradise in Yokai Watch 2. But he isn't. course I can't do it. 9 votes. 67% vote for Yokai Watch 2, 33 for Yokai Watch 4. Alright, guys. We're seeing a bit of mix. Normally, the Yokai Watch fan base would just be corrupted by nostalgia. So they would choose Yokai Watch 2, and Yokai Watch 2 is just a better game. But it's good to see that people are choosing Yokai Watch 4 and interested. There was this one dream that I had as a kid, which was like, I can clearly remember. It was like Yokai Watch 2's Infinite Tunnel. That area was always just so mysterious to me until I like figured out everything that was actually going on. And went very far in the tunnel, like 69,000 yards, I'm pretty sure, in the tunnel, which is very far. But I always thought, or just believed, or hoped that when you make it to 1 million yards, or over 100,000 yards, you would see yokai from Yokai Watch 3. Or it's awoken at yokai. Or, like, some cool yokai. It's a way to get the boss from the Infinite Tunnel. Other stuff like that. I thought that there would be, like, extremely cool yokais, just some Pandidocos, or anything, really. But, yeah, that's just way off the rails. Like, that's completely impossible. I would say that's very, very unlikely. It's like not gonna happen. I feel like I know that it's never gonna happen and it won't happen, but I still like wish. It's like a type of feeling, and I'm sure all of you guys had the feeling too about like some other stuff, like if you defeat Cat Cradle 100 times, if you do this thing so many times, and all these kind of like types of rumors about like small communities of Yokai Watch. Alright, here is another exclusive to the past. Walk Kappa, but light side and shadow side. Or Kappa. It gives more of a vibe of... It looks more like Kappa from Yokai Watch 2. A classic yokai. But we're just going to call it Walk Kappa, because that's the more popular version. Human being loves Yokai Watch. I feel like I've seen you before. Oh, yeah. I got a notification that you subscribed. Thank you, human being, for subscribing. Appreciate it. I'm guessing you watch the streams. I rate some experience. Fairly decent. And we got some dolls. Finally close to completing one quest. Our next key quest is the Nomi one. Nomi / Tengu. Oh, human being, you learned Japanese to play these games? That takes some dedication. That's awesome, man. Good work. Here it is. Nomi / Tengu. It's like a fusion. It's weird. It's a human Tengu. Try to go over here to the Apple Store. Oh yeah, I think she wants us to buy... Well, this is pretty obvious, but she wants us to buy fruits from the store, and it's something about daytime, nighttime, that she says, I recall. Capital E, capital M, capital I says Kui. I don't get it. Chijaya. Chijaya. Calm down with the caps, my man. Calm down. Alright, good. Alright, do we get something? We didn't get fruit. Right? We didn't get vegetables. I don't get it. I swear we didn't. If we got actually fruit, then it would actually tell us to get that we got fruit. You know? She wants to bathe in some vegetables to be pretty. I think. Lol. Human being. That's very familiar. I feel like it's something very... Yeah, I think that's probably correct. EMI says okay. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right, human being. Good job. We're gonna name them Nomi since I'm not sure if they're actually Nomi or Tengu. They seem a lot like Nomi from their ability. Just gives me Nomi vibes. That I can get more items. It's kind of like Nomi, which can give you more money. Alright, we got some fruits. We got a grape, we have a banana, and then we got a green/red apple. Alright, nice. I'm never buying food in this game, so that's pretty useful to get a grape. A batch of grapes. Oh yeah, just gotta say again that it's a past exclusive. You won't find it anywhere in the future, anywhere in the present, anywhere in the yokai world. And you actually can find them in, you could find them in the yokai variation of this world. You could find them there, as well as Wa Kappa. But just Nekomata is way harder to get. That's disgusting. Alright. Now we know who inspirited Dame Dead Time. That's Dame Dead Time reference. Gosh. Oh. It's got some controls. Some information on controls. I don't get it. 9:41, 9:42. In 12 minutes, we managed to do all the story. The story quests. Let's see how long this takes. Hopefully, we can do it within 18 minutes. be free to leave. I don't mind if you. I do mind. I really want you guys to stay here, but at the same time, I don't want you guys to have a bad experience. So if you're scared from the boss, if you're under 9 years old or 9, then I recommend you to leave. And this will be your only time to encounter some of these yokai, at least here, in this location. So it's a great choice to fight them while you can. I myself won't grind this because I want to complete this quick. But it's nice. For those speedrunners, you can't get it when you're done the game. Go over here. When it's night, yokai will not spawn here. Alright. Oh. Yeah, I could just walk on these things right over here. Nice. Actually, on Discord, some of you guys wanted or hoped that I could do some speed runs. One of you said that. I'm not that talented speed runs. So I'm fairly decent at speed runs. I've been practicing with Yokai Watch 2, but I'm... Oh, there he is. If you're scared of that, then, yeah. An attic. The escape to an attic. Nice. With Whisper. But the past Whisper. For some reason, the future Whisper doesn't have a shadow side or light side. It's just the future Whisper. The past Whisper doesn't have a light side or shadow side. It's just the past Whisper. It's really weird. It's like Enma. You'll never see Enma gain a shadow side version. I wonder what would be more iconic. Enma from Yokai Watch or Whisper from Yokai Watch. For real. I'm guessing Whisper just because he was in all the games. But I can't be 100% sure because Enma is very popular in the Japanese community. I'm just gonna, alright. Not sure if you could hear the theme, but the theme is very good. Actually, maybe it doesn't have a theme in this point. Maybe it doesn't. I think it doesn't. But the theme when you actually defeat it, this area, is awesome. Is Past Whisper a human? No. No, he is not a human. He has like a human design. He has a human design, but he is not a human. He just forms the shape of a butler, I guess. Not quite a human. Nice. When I was a kid, I sort of thought that he was a human, but that would just wore makeup, but it's pretty obvious if you just take a second to glance at him that he's, like, obviously not a human. Alright, so I guess I gotta go over here. I gotta go over here. Oh, hold I'm not doing it. I gotta go inside of that door, I think. Inside of that door right there. Alright. Right now we haven't seen the cutscene where he just cuts us to bits. Actually, he doesn't quite cut us to bits, but he starts to chase us with a knife. Human being says, "Oh, I see. There was a mission where they made it kind of a mystery because of all the people in the town could see him." Yes, I do remember that. That where you're searching for the one real whisper out of all these fake whispers. I could see how you could think that because of how many whispers there are. But I think they're all mimikins. Okay, so let my brain serve. Right. So they're all whispers that are mimikins, but I believe that mimikin can mimic a yokai, right? I think so. So that doesn't really prove anything. But also, okay, I can kind of see that. I can understand that. I'm not sure anymore. He is definitely a yokai because okay, yeah, I think, hold on, maybe I believe in the if I remember, he was going around the town buying his favorite food. I didn't quite know that, but I just know. I think that I'm not sure, but in the Crank-a-kai land, the Crank-a-kai shop, kinda, there, I don't know. Is it really? Oh. I think that you can get past Whisper, but I'm getting a little bit confused because I'm not completely sure. If you can't, then it very much seems that he could be a human. He doesn't look like a human, but nothing proves he isn't quite a human. I think maybe it says something about it when he makes his introduction. But is the past Whisperer trapped in this area? Or is he really trapped? If he could walk around this area, then that seems like he's a yokai, because you could see plenty of yokai in the mansion, which the Yanmama doesn't really care about. Yanmama doesn't care about yokai, really just humans. Though soon Yanmama will kidnap Whisper and Future Whisper. So yeah, maybe she just has something against humans, or maybe she does have something against yokai as well. There's just the crew. At the end of the mission, you can talk to him to find out, and he basically says he won't want. Basically, at the end of the mission, you can talk to him to find out. He basically says he wants to tell you all on purpose. But I didn't play the other games yet. At the end of the mission, you try to. He won't tell you? Is that what you mean? Or he will tell you. At the end of the mission, he... won't tell you. Okay, I get it. I get it. Kind of a mystery. Nice. Alright, here we are Shin, and this is what I was... Yeah, you can ask him if he's human. Oh. Well, I gotta see that in my second playthrough. In my main playthrough. I gotta find that out. Because I actually want to know. Alright, so Human Meat says, but I haven't played the other games and haven't watched all the anime yet, so I don't know. I can understand that. I really don't, I actually really want to watch the anime, but I have no idea where I could watch the anime. Because it's, there's not really... Yokai Watch 4 isn't localized at all. There was one website that I know did put subtitles under it, but I don't know how I could find videos of the anime, or if there's like a website I could pay for, because I would love to watch the anime. I was like addicted as a kid. But I know that it's Shadowside, not Nate's version. I'll find that out a bit later. Oh, so No Ways and one of these appeared. Alright. Oh shit, I'll also get the stat boost. I feel like I should know this, but sometimes I get confused because I have a main playthrough that I played through the game about a month ago, like a couple of weeks I finished. So, at the end of the game, you unlock new soul bits, different soul bits than these ones. So I'm pretty sure they all give stat boosts until you unlock the real ones. And do their quests. Yeah. I feel like Whisper does look like a human, but this guy's face, it looks like a square. It's so weird. It would be really weird if he was a human. He does not look like a human at all. He looks kind of humanoid, but really, if you look at his legs compared to like a normal human's legs. That's a weirdly shaped. Maybe that's just a JoJo pose. Who knows? Here it is. This is one area where you can find treasure. But I cannot because I haven't gotten the treasure app yet in the story. Oh yeah, Natsume and the others have just been... They have disappeared. Actually, no, they have. They've just been stuck down there for a while just investigating. Maybe. No, they went down just to find out where the Whisper is, I'm guessing. Or maybe she dragged Whisper into here. Actually, I think they left Whisper. Yeah, they did leave Whisper. Yeah, that's very similar to the charge that she normally does when you actually get spotted by her. Maybe I should have got spotted by her, and then you guys could see the animation I'm talking about. It's a bit scary. I mean, if you're under 9 years old. But. Oh no. I can't use my charge move anymore. Forget it. I could have gotten a chance right there. Well, anyway, I'm gonna use Toma. Oh, nice. That makes our ultimates be full, but activate, which is a bummer. Next is Hydabat. And Baku. I agree. Alright, I need to start talking. This one right here, for me, Human Being said, how do you hit those floating orbs? For the longest time, I actually kept on asking that question to other YouTubers. But, well, you could zoom in with, I'm just going to say on PlayStation, L2. Let me get my Nintendo Switch controller so I can see. It is, for that, I believe it is ZL. ZL and L2 have the function where you zoom in and you could target things. Like I could press X, it shoots a target. But sometimes you'll be stuck on something, so you have to press the drift. It's the thing that moves your camera. Thing that you'll just do around to move your camera. You press that down and it will like you'll kind of like, well, it will make you like kind of instant target them, or just forcefully. If I try to move, I can't move. It's like locking when you press it down. It may be pressed down already, but if you press down again, you're free to aim wherever you want, and that's how you hit the wisps. I should do a tutorial on that, explaining a bit more, because a bunch of people actually do not know that in the fan base. I'm not just saying you. It's pretty normal to not know that, because I've been on some Reddits where a lot of people didn't answer my question. Didn't know themselves. Alright, nice. I got defeated. Ease. Aim at it and push X. Yes. Yeah, just press X. Press X once, you don't gotta hold it. For PlayStation, at least. For Nintendo Switch, just aim at it and press A. But sometimes you can't aim at it, so just gotta press down the drift. Alright, nice. So this right here is her light side version, but something that's pretty confusing to me is that you can get her shadow side version. Thank you. No problem, man. What's confusing to me is that in Blasters you could actually obtain her Shadow Side version. I'm not sure if it's like an only version where you're all the time a Shadow Side yokai. If that was, that would be pretty overpowered. It's an S rank, but compared to the normal Yamama, some name like that, which is a B rank. So the Shadow Side is S rank, the Light Side is B rank. It's pretty weird, but there is a certain yokai that you'll only be Shadow Side instead of just the normal one. Where why it's overpowered is because normally when you use a move, you will turn into a Shadow Side yokai just for a limited amount of time, while you'll have stat boosts and maybe some different moves. So very, very powerful to always have a Shadow Side yokai. I can do some Blaster streams if you guys want me to. I'll do a poll next stream. Oh, nice. 322 subscribers. Good work, guys. I remember we were at 315, 310 last stream, so that is awesome. 315. 316. Yeah, 316. Alright, here Doketsu and Shitanoji are coming to the past yokai world. Good work. Good. Finally, we get some content with them. Alright, nice. So now when we go over here, we'll have this beautiful theme, the Takashiro Manor, which is its localized name. It's not localized, but it's an English name, which is in Japanese, so I consider it localized. Takashiro Manor. Nice. I really love the theme here. You just hear it. It's really great. I watched this one Yokai Watch YouTuber, but not the average Yokai Watch YouTuber that will do like clips of videos. He actually he doesn't create the music, but he makes videos on like calming music or battle music, boss music. I really enjoy that YouTuber. It's very one of a group of the calming music. It's Yokai Watch actually has so much calming music, so much good music. This is like one of them, and yeah, it's really great. I can't remember his name right now. His YouTube name. Man, I need to start remembering all these Yokai Watch YouTubers. But he's, this reminds me of that, like, sometime, alright, never mind, alright. Finally, we can unlock this with our story pass, I would say. And there it is, Yamamba. What does she have to do with anything? Oh, she gave a... I think she made Shin's Yokai Watch rank D. Maybe? Nah, let's just say she gave him the power to just open the door. Just unfreeze it, unstonize it. That's not a word, but I'll just say that. 6 is watching. Oh no. As I talked about the music, you guys left. 3 of you. Alright. right here we are saying goodbye to Shin, Kai, and the girl that doesn't have a localized name or a Japanese name I keep on forgetting. Natsume isn't being localized. The localized name for Natsume actually is Summer, which quite surprised me. Summer kind of fits, but I feel like that's just such an American name. Such a... I've never heard of a girl or like a person called Summer with their name. It's such a unique name. Oh, we've done it for 3 hours and 12 minutes. My bad, guys, for taking too long. But thank you all for watching. Have a good night. See ya.